Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order campaign. In our last episode, we declared our holy war down here for most of the remaining kingdom of Antioch. We are taking this duchy. There's another county down here that's not part of this holy war, which we might take at some future date, but for now we're just taking the duchy. We'll probably just do a de jure war for this so we don't have to use a whole holy war cooldown on it. And this war is a little bit dangerous, I think, at this point, because I kind of took over the bare minimum of troops that I thought would be necessary to fight it, rather than raising my whole levy. Oh, and our friends in Andalusia have won their holy war for this land over here. That's good. Yeah, I didn't want to raise my whole levy to bring them over, so I only took about, what do we have, about 30,000? 40,000, which is actually slightly fewer than the Seljuks, or not the Seljuks rather, but the Mesudids have. So if they bring their whole army, we could be in a little bit of trouble here, but I don't think it's too likely that they'll bring the whole army at one time, so we should be okay. Your mission to Roma has been a success. You buttered up this cardinal. Okay. Well done, I suppose. Did we ever look and find out what happened to the Seljuks? Not sure if we did. He conquered it as a leader of an uprising. Okay. And the last Seljuk emperor died in his dungeons. Cold. So he defeated him and left him to rot in the dungeons. Probably a decadence revolt or something. Well, we've just died, which is fine, I suppose. So we're now Kaiser in Damiana. We kind of expected that to happen at some point in the near-ish future, thanks to being incapable. So, our heir currently is our eldest daughter, Alba, but I believe I said that I was planning to probably switch to elective and get Otto down here as our heir, since he's a strong genius, though he's picked up some not amazing traits during his education. We will want to continue his education personally as our new character, of course. We are no longer treasurer for our mother. Okay. We need to appoint a new treasurer. Died comatose in bed, so be it. So... okay. Shortly after the death of your mother, Kaiserin Alba the Great, you are brought a strange piece of news. It seems that her library was raided. The only item stolen being a strange old book of Arabian origin. 2 servants who were in the library at the time were found dead, though witnesses refused to describe the state of their bodies. Strange. The less said about that, the better, probably, though we are a lunatic. Maybe we would be at home with the writings of the mad Arab, who knows? So, we need to... let's appoint a new councillor first, treasurer. I suppose we can appoint our vassal queen of Antioch. We're probably going to grant her independence not too far in the future, but we'll let her be our treasurer for the moment. Intending to collect taxes in our capital, of course. And let's see what else we need to deal with. We need to pick a character focus. So, we're pretty good on diplomacy. We're probably going to have an okay time with our succession here. We have reasonable prestige, so we're getting an opinion bonus from that. We have plenty of money to send out bribes if we need to. So, I don't think we really need to choose a diplomacy increasing focus, is what I'm getting at there. We could pick intrigue, but I don't really like the intrigue focuses. I don't think they really help us out too much. Stewardship is usually worth taking, I think. Whether it's the rulership or business. Let's go with business for now. We'll maybe get a trade route or something, and then switch to something else later. We need children to be educated. Prince Siegfried here is our son. He is a leper. Okay. Well, let's not educate him ourselves. We don't want to catch it. So we could give him to the Archbishop of Cologne, maybe, or we could work on some other vassal. Let's make sure our vassal kings like us. That's probably a good idea. Waldemar here, or Valdemar probably. We'll give him... actually, who is this guy? Our grandson. He will give us opinions, so... Or a Queen of Saxon. Prince Ruprecht. Another son, we'll have him educated with... that was the wrong one. We don't care too much about the Queen of Antioch, so we'll just give him to... Actually, I guess Flanders is pretty powerful as well. So we should probably give him to him. He might become Frankish, but... unless things go terribly wrong, we shouldn't end up inheriting as him or anything, so... that won't be a big deal. We'll obviously educate Otto ourselves. Yes, we will be the guardian of Prince Otto. We also need to pick an ambition, which is limited to a choice of skilled fighter or become known for virtue. We could get to 1,000 piety, that's pretty likely, and maybe skilled fighter is a better one. We'll just choose that for the moment. We have unlanded sons, that's fine, we'll just ignore them. That's everything we need to deal with for the moment. Unless we start getting faction problems, which we will keep an eye on, of course. Let's give this duke an honorary title if we have a spare one. Well, we don't want to give him 290 gold, that's a little rich. He might be happy enough to get out of the faction as is, though. We'll keep an eye on factions and otherwise not worry about it too much. Alright, well, that taken care of. Let's get back to our war. When a siege, Prince Siegfried is of legal age. He became an intricate web weaver and still a leper. Okay, fine. And now we have 2 unlanded sons giving us prestige penalties, but wouldn't be a huge problem. Still getting 13 per month, so... Their siege gets us up to 58%. We will take about 20 prisoners here, that seems good. And you have improved the Duke's opinion here. Alright, that's good news. I think we'll leave him there. Maybe not, actually. Maybe we should be concerned about Saxony's opinion and send him to there instead. Where does Saxony live again? She doesn't have her crest visible on the map because her capital holding is a barony, if I remember, so... I don't actually know. Barony of Steinberg. In this county, okay. So if you can find it, go and improve her opinion. Thank you. I suppose we could consider giving her a gift if she isn't too greedy about it. 20 gold, okay. That might be something to do with her only having a barony for her capital holding, maybe. Stole technology from Barcelona, thank you. I appreciate it. Great Holy War for Livima. The omens are clear. High Priestess Hypatia has declared Great Holy War on the Queen of Livima, which is here, okay. It is no concern of ours, really. But interesting. And the Aztecs have won another war, not unexpectedly. And more free technology is good. Doesn't look like we're getting any dangerous factions forming. My son Otto has a tender and loving soul, trusting everyone in the castle. I fear he will get hurt someday. I guess we'll have him become kind. Yeah. And the King of Alba and Thessalonica is proposing that some random courtier of his marries some random courtier of mine. Seems fine. And another Aztec subjugation on this guy. Alright, so he's intent on taking over the whole of Britain, it seems. Still haven't seen any substantial army from the Mesutides. They are still defending against this Catholic uprising, if that's the same one they were defending against previously. And we're taking some attrition here as a neutral army is wandering through, which is annoying, but they'll be gone soon, I guess. Another siege gets us up to 78, so we should be able to end this within a fairly short time here. A few more sieges. Obviously we're going to have to be in power for 10 years before we can change the succession law. We have to make sure that everyone has a positive opinion of us and no vassals are fighting each other, which might be easier said than done. Especially the vassals fighting each other clause. Okay, so the Lower Crown Authority is getting a little bit out of hand. Probably make sure that we can take care of this. Yeah, we'll bribe a few of these dukes, I suppose. They're so expensive. Well, I guess we'll spend it. Why do you hate me? You're my uncle. Title claimant. I guess the fact that I am a lunatic is not helping. Good point, uncle. I don't think we're going to get him to a positive opinion through bribes. Cologne is not powerful, so let's not worry about him. 64 is reasonable, we'll give you what you want there. Already has an honorary title. See if that takes care of it. Clearly Duke Tietmar here is going to get out of there. Yeah, he did. Okay. Otto is mastering the art of swordsmanship. Good news. And another large neutral army is causing me to take attrition here. And already the Aztecs have won their war. Let's see how many of their event troops they have burned through at this point. They still have 66,000 left. Okay. And they're starting to have a reasonably sized actual levy now from their vassals. Oh, and they moved the capital down to Iberia. Alright. Definitely expecting them to declare on Andalusia or maybe one of their other neighbors in the near future. Okay, we're up to 98%. The next siege should get us there. Alright, he's declaring on that bishop. That's fine. And that gets us to 100, so we can enforce our demands. We can use our extremely handy grant recently acquired land button to give these all out to random new nobles. And what is the status of the duchy title? Held by another guy, and we can't usurp it right now, so we'll just go ahead and transfer the vassalage of those 4 new counts to our vassal queen here. And I believe that takes care of it. check out our direct vassals map mode. Everything seems fine. Okay. And we can disband our troops. Ooh, do we have some extraneous troops somewhere? Ah, the one's down here, we do. Okay. We'll get rid of those as well. So our next Holy War cooldown, which we incidentally actually do not have, because it was our mother that declared this Holy War, I suppose, we will probably use to take one of the duchies down here and get started on creating this kingdom. Who was next in line for a kingdom? Was it our sister Melissa? Possibly? Madalena here is married to Aquitaine, so she doesn't need a kingdom. Raffaella died. Okay. She also was married to Brittany. Princess Elide was not particularly special, so I guess it was Melissa that we had earmarked for another kingdom. She'll get the one down here then. We probably have some other talented children of our own. Obviously Otto is earmarked for the Empire. Princess Jute was strong. She could be a good queen, I guess. That's fine. We'll probably give it to Melissa. And we have a new duke here. I guess we lost a council member at the same time. Died a natural death. Our Chancellor, of course. Not Chancellor, Spymaster. I knew that. Our new Count, or not new Count, but our Count here is the best person for the job. Kind of inclined to appoint the Grand Mayor instead, since we can't really bribe him to improve his opinion, but he seems happy enough, so we'll just give it to this Count and send him off to Barcelona. Steel technology, and I guess there's no reason really to wait before declaring another holy war. We don't have any opinion penalties. I suppose we could hold a feast or a summer fair before we do it. Let's hold a summer fair and then go to war. I don't want to wait a whole year for a feast, but a summer fair could be fun. And meanwhile we'll get our army, our retinue at least, on its way down here. So, I suppose we'll go with the next coastal duchy. And we do want to sort of work out which one we are going to actually grant to our sister for her to rule from. This one is pretty good. This is a good county in here. But the current king lives here, so maybe this is a better duchy. It probably is. It certainly has more counties. So we'll just give this the next duchy we take to random characters, and then take the inland one next and give that to our sister. So the Aztecs won their next war. Not too surprisingly. Oh, and my husband has started begging for a fief of his own already, which he's probably going to do for the remainder of our lives. We will mention a church career. And we can now usurp this sheikdom, but I think we'll decline to do that. We'll let our vassal Queen of Antioch do it if she wants to. I have given the order that a summer fair should be held. Should make the peasants happy. I had invited a monkey trainer to the summer fair, and the performance went well until one of the monkeys refused to ride on top of a pig. The trainer beat the monkey with a stick, which led the other monkeys to attack the trainer. biting him and hitting him with his own stick. So the Grand Mayor actually enjoyed this and likes us better, which is good news. Oh, and here we go. Aztec invasion of Al-Andalus. So we may have to postpone our Holy War plans. I suppose a good thing that we didn't get involved in that just yet, because we are definitely going to have to help out here. But we can't offer to join, I think. This isn't a Holy War. Oh, we can offer to join. Okay. Great. Let's offer. No need to wait for her to ask, since we definitely do want to go help her. Let our enemies tremble. Okay, so it's probably going to cancel our summer fair, but in any case, we're out of time for this episode, so we'll have to wait until next time to assemble our forces and transport them over. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.